the tin cannot be affected with or affected by food items. So that is the reason this all the things is coated with a tin, SN. SN means tin. Please remember that. So this is only ways to called as tin coating, nickel coating, chromium coating. All the coatings with by using a process. What is the process name called as? Please respond. Electroplating. So coating with tin or nickel or chromium, we used to call as electroplating. So particularly they're talking about the chrome plating. So where is the chrome plating we'll use it, guys? Yes, please. Chrome platings are used in where? The bicycles, handles of bicycles and bikes. So what is the use? They will give the good look and as well as prevent from corrosion or rusting. Next one is anodizing. So what do you mean by anodizing? We are all very familiar with this. Coating with the what? Yes, please. Anodizing is the coating with the what? You should speak. We all be familiar with that. For example, iron is needed any protection. I will give you one CBQ from this point. Iron and aluminum, which is needed protection? Why can't aluminum does not need any kind of protection for its corrosion prevention? Anybody? What is your answer? Mr. Harish is found that aluminum is not protected by any measures or any steps not been taken to protect the aluminum. But iron has been protected by many methods. So what is the reason behind it? So what is his observation? Anybody? You should tell. All of you.
Sir, aluminum is a protective layer.
Aluminum itself can be protected. How?
It would react with atmospheric
Yes.
oxygen.
So remember that one. Chrome plating, chromium plating, tin plating we used to call as a tinning. So coating with the tin. Coating with the tin we used to call as tinning. Please note that. Coating with the tin is called as tinning. Okay. So electroplating is over. So that's what chromium and nickel we used to call as electroplating. Of course, this also tinning. And galvanization means what? We'll use. Galvanization means we'll say. Yes, please. Galvanization means what we used to say? Coating with what?
Zinc.
Yeah. So anodizing means coating with actually is a thick oxide coating, usually aluminum. Okay. So coating with the aluminum we used to call it as what? Anodizing or making alloys. So that is what oxide layer. The anodizing is electrolytic process for producing a thick oxide coatings, usually aluminum. So coating with the aluminum we used to call it as anodizing. So please remember that. All of you understanding? So now, why aluminum does not require any kind of protection? Anybody can tell me? Aluminum can itself is protected. Aluminum is actually a self-protection. What is the reason behind self-protection? Anybody? Aluminum also will form a protective layer called as like inert layer like a zinc oxide. What is that layer? Anybody? Yes. So if I take, for example, this is the aluminum oxide layer. So first, which one will react with atmosphere? Everybody, the upper layer alone will react with atmosphere, and it will form a unreactive layer or protective layer or inert layer, which we used to call as what? What is the name of that one? Al2O3. Understanding? So the inert layer of aluminum oxide will form. So this inert layer will prevent it will protect the rusting, which is called as self-protection method. So further, it won't allow the oxygen, understanding, to react. So that is why it is called as self-protection. So aluminum is more reactive than iron, but it does not require any polishing or painting. Here CBQ you have to write it. What is the CBQ question you have to write? Coating the aluminum with iron, coating the aluminum on iron, we used to call it as what process? coating the aluminum on iron, we used to call it as what? Anodizing. Understanding?
Anodizing.
Aluminum itself does not require any kind of protection. CBQ question. You can take anybody's name. You write your name itself, some X. A person, let me take Mr. Johan. Johan has visited the chemistry lab and he noticed that iron is coated with the aluminum, but aluminum does not coated with anything. Understanding? So, what is the reason behind why aluminum is not protected by any coating? So that is what, even though aluminum is more reactive than what? Even though aluminum is more reactive than, please, iron, but aluminum is not coated with anything. So identify the reason for the Johan observation and what is your views. Why iron is protected with the coated with the aluminum? So that is what you have to make it. So will you able to explain it or not, everybody? Self-protecting. Aluminum is self-protecting. Am I right or wrong? Please respond, guys. So it will form an inert layer. Zinc also will form inert layer. Aluminum also will form inert layer. So this is all methods of preventing. Of course, this is 1, 2, 3. So method number 3, coating with the tin, we can say tinning. And anodizing, method number 4. And last one is what? Making. This is the most important one. What is that one? Making alloys. Okay. So, and this question is very important. Even though the zinc coating is broken, what will happen? Still the zinc is more reactive than iron, so that it will form an inert layer. So iron will be protected. That is the answer. Next. So alloying is the best method of improving the properties of metal. We can get the desired properties by this method. Means I want life of the metal more. I want particular characteristics for a more period of time. So that is why by alloying, we people can get best characteristics of the metals. That is what desired properties by this method. So for example, iron is most widely used metal. That is why entire prevention methods are for iron only. But it is never used in its pure state. What do you mean by pure state? Pure iron cannot be used anywhere, even though we are having wide applications of iron. So because when it is in pure iron is actually very soft and stretches easily when hot. Do you understand? When temperature increases, if it is the pure iron, so it will undergoes what? Expansion. Do you understanding, all of you? Please respond, guys. So pure iron undergoes expansion during temperature increases. That is what? During the hot. So that is why, including the rail tracks, including the articles, whatever you are using iron articles, everything is not the pure iron. So definitely it is mixed with a small amount of some other material. For example, if I mix the iron with the carbon, just about 0.05%. How much it is? Just about, everybody, 0. Yes, please. 0.05% of carbon, the iron become very hard and strong. So that is the advantage of alloys. So mixing of other metals, like more than one metal together, that is only called as alloying. So alloying is actually mixing of metals. What is to call? Mixing of metals. So see that pure iron is a very soft and stretches very easily. That is what? Expansion very easily because of hot. But if I just add, if I mix 0.05 of carbon, so that iron properties entirely changes. Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody? So now from this, I'll ask you one question. Does the metals and alloys have the same physical properties? That is what is my question. And same chemical properties, everybody? Does the metals and alloys have the same physical and chemical properties? Everyone? Yes or no? That is what is my question. Everyone? No. Understand, all of you? So if it is having the same physical properties, we don't need to make the alloys. Am I right or wrong? So we are making the alloys because they will get entirely new physical properties and new chemical properties. So that is why which is very, very hard and does not even rust. You can see, if I mix the iron, when iron is mixed with the nickel and chromium, when iron is mixed with the nickel and chromium, all of you remember, we will get a different kind of alloys. So if I take, for example, nickel and alloy, nickel and chromium, if I make it, so you can take it, actually, iron, nickel and chromium, we will get a steel. What will happen? Iron is mixed with the nickel and chromium. What will happen, guys? Iron plus nickel plus chromium. So we are getting stainless steel. What is the product we'll get, everybody? Please respond. Stainless steel. So this is the most widely used substance in our kitchen and all now. Am I right or wrong? Stainless steel. Every Indian kitchen have now present this. Am I right or wrong, guys? So what is stainless steel? Stainless steel is a mixture of three metals. What is that? Iron, nickel, and chromium. Understand? So that is what it will be. So we get a stainless steel, which is very, very hard and does not even corrode. That is what rusting will never be possible. Understand, everybody? So like iron is mixed with some other substances. For example, iron mixed with the carbon. Iron mixed with the carbon. What is the percentage of carbon? Anybody can tell me? 0. Just 0.05 percentage. Then we will get steel, not stainless steel. Stainless steel is different from the steel. All of you check it. Iron with carbon, steel will come. What is the percentage of carbon? Anybody? Book they mentioned clearly. Percentage of carbon 0.05. Means what is the percentage of iron, Harish? 99.95 percentage. So then we'll get a steel. Then iron, nickel, and chromium. Iron percentage is 74 percentage. Nickel percentage is 8 percentage. Chromium percentage is 18 percentage. So if I mix this three with this ratio, that is what we used to call as stainless steel. So you can mix the iron with other substances. So its properties completely will change or not. So entirely different properties. That is why alloys is the best method for preventing corrosion. Understanding, all of you? So you can notice it. So in fact, they're saying the properties of metal can be changed if it is mixed with some other substances. Keep it in mind. When iron is alone, it is having a different properties. When it is reacting with it is mixed with other substance, it does not have its pure state properties. The properties of any metal can be changed. Very important point, underline. Understanding? Mixed with some other substance. What is that other substance? It may be a metal or maybe a metal or maybe a what? Everybody, non-metal. Okay, everyone? So that is why the percentage of these metals remains constant in the alloys. That is why alloys are called as homogeneous mixtures of two or more metals. Please note it, everybody. So two or more metals are a non-metal. A metal and a non-metal or metal and a metal. That is only called as alloys. Clear, everyone? All of you? Please respond, guys. All of you? Yes? So that is what we have to do it actually. Now, sir, how to make the alloys? This is the last point. All of you observe. This is the very important point. What is the way of formation of alloys? How to do it, alloys? Anybody? How to do it, alloy? Check it. So it is prepared by first melting the primary metal and then dissolving the other elements in it in a definite proportion. It is then cooled to the room temperature. That's all it is. So now, what is the primary metal here? In all the cases, what is the primary metal? Anybody can tell?
Iron.
Iron. So we have to melt the iron first and then you add the other metals in, just dissolve it. That's all. And then you cool it with a perfect ratio. The percentage should not change, because percentage changes, again it will changes everything. Understanding, everyone? That is what. Now the best example, I think many girls are wearing the gold jewelries. Are you wearing the gold 22 karat or 24 karat? Anybody can identify? Ask your parents and let me know. Are you wearing 22 carat or 24 carat? Gold, you can see if you go to the market, they will say always 22 carat or 22 or 24 carat. Can you tell me, all of you? What is your gold, girls?
22 carat.
22 carat. Why means to actually 24 carat gold is the pure form of gold which does not have strong physical strength. It is very, very soft. The pure gold, 24 karat gold is a pure soft. It is not suitable for making jewelry. It will break easily. Only biscuits, gold biscuits. The foreign countries and all, Reserve Bank of India and all, they are having a biscuits, gold biscuits. That can be saved because gold biscuits cannot be used as an ornament. So if you are using ornaments, this jewelry 24 karat gold cannot be fixed because it is very soft. So the gold is allied with either silver or copper to make it hard. That is why generally in India, a 22 karat gold is used for making ornaments. It means that 22 parts pure gold allied with the 2 parts of either copper or silver. That is what? Because of adding the copper or silver, the gold will get what? Strength. Understanding all of you? The strength of the gold increases. So that is what is actually, even if you go to the shop, you can see either it is a 24 karat gold or 22 karat gold. We can check it. So 916 KDM gold, you might be check it. AG mark symbol 916 gold, like that they will be put it. So this entire 916 gold is this only. Understanding all of you? So 916 gold. So 916 gold is the 22 gold. Understanding? 916 gold is a 22 karat gold, which is actually having, understanding everybody? So having 22 parts of pure gold and 2 parts what? Everyone. 2 parts what? All of you. Please respond. 2 parts. Yeah, 2
Either
parts.
copper.
Either copper or okay, copper, or we can say silver. Okay, what do you mean by 1 carat? So 24 carat, I'm saying 1 carat means how many grams? 0.2 grams. Please note it. Diamonds also will measure with the help of this only. Okay, clear everybody? All of you? Please respond, Amma.
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you mean by 916 gram? You might be ask your parents, what is your gold? 916 gold, they will say. Am I right or wrong? 916 Agmark gold is a pure gold. Is it right? Please respond. Means, if I buy a 10 grams of gold, what do you mean by 916? Terema? Mathematics it is. 91.6. Clear? Suppose if I take 100 grams of gold, 91.6 grams is what? Everybody, only gold. That is what? 22 parts. Clear? And remaining part is what? You should respond. What is the remaining part? That is what? Either chromium, either copper or silver. Okay, everyone?
Silver.
Yes. So 100 you divided with the 24. How many will come? Check it. 100 you divide with the 24, you will get 4.16666. Okay. If you make it 22 parts, if you make it multiply 416 into 22 parts, you will get how much? 91.6. This is only called as 916. Do you understanding, guys? How the name 916 came? Are you clear, everyone? All of you? 916 means that is what? If you buy 100 grams of gold in our, for example, in that actually how much gold you are buying? 91.6 grams only gold. Remaining, how much is remaining? Everyone, how much is remaining? Remaining 8.33333333 is actually a what? It is either copper or silver. Is it okay, guys? All of you? Please respond. So till here you learn, and the remaining thing will continue in the tomorrow's class, and we'll make it. I will give you other alloys also with the percentages. You can find it here, brass, bronze, this all with the percentages and all we'll discuss in our tomorrow's class. I hope everybody clear. Anybody having doubt, you can ask me. Understand, guys? All of you? So 916 means, you have to remember what is the 916 means. So you can make it. Even if you buy a 10 grams, then in that 9.16 grams is pure gold. Remaining is what? Copper and silver. So because of either copper or silver adding only, it is attaining the stability, the strength. Otherwise, it is very soft. That gold cannot be, easily can be breakable. It's pure gold it is. So pure gold only for saving. Like you want to save the money, you can buy a 24 karat biscuits and you can save it. That's all it is. So till here you finish it. Then from here we'll continue in the tomorrow's class. So mostly tomorrow we'll finish all the things and we'll try to solve the exercise also. Okay. So with this I'll stop. I hope you all understand, guys, how to make it. Each word is important. Each line is important. Please understand that and proceed. Okay. With this I'll stop and we'll meet tomorrow's class. Thank you.